This bread ain't holy, but it fed us. This bread ain't run to the short that stress. Pneumonia over concrete.
You don't need noise to show who you are. Just walk your truth and you shine like a star. I walk with peace, head high through the town. Smiles in the mirror, I don't need no crown. Kids on the block, yeah, they watching the steps. So I move with care, like I'm dodging regrets. Heard wisdom from grandpa, quiet but deep. Real power don't shout, it walks in its sleep. I ain't here to boast, I just move with grace. Build bridges with words, not a race for place. Every lesson I learn, I carry with pride. Even when it rains, I let love be the guide. No gold on my neck, but I shine so bright. Cause I walk in respect and I speak what's right.
Walk with me on the path to light.
Step by step, make wrong things right.
Truth and heart and peace inside.
I move like a dream that refuses to fade. Like hope in a home that the world never made. You ain't gotta show off, just show who you are. Your light's in your soul, not inside a car. Walk kind, walk smart, walk tall with grace. And if you fall down, just get back in place. How the seen folks change with the wind, that's true. But I stay rooted like the sky stays blue. So follow the beat of your heart, not the crowd. And speak from the chest, but never too loud. You don't need to brag when your truth is strong. You just walk and the world hums along.
Walk with me on the path to light.
Step by step, make wrong things right.
Truth and heart and peace inside.
Yeah. Two things never tell the truth. But block. And the brick rats will clean to be real. Crack in the kitchen, blood on the stove. Mama counting bills with a nose full of coal. 38 tucked in a box of cornflakes. Cops hit the door, little bro had the shakes. Paper got stains, none of them ink. Plug said smile, but my mind said think. Never trust weight that don't talk back. Every slab got a name on its back. Graveyards hum when the package touch. You don't sell dope, you just borrow too much. Hollow tips kiss like family don't. And the phone don't ring lest death take notes. Bricks don't lie, but they never speak. Hold one long enough, your soul get weak. Cribs smell like death and bleach. Floorboards creak like a priest when he preach. Street got stories, but none got ends. Just closed caskets and inkless pens. Cutting this raw with a pocket of sin. Trying to stretch pain for the city I'm in. My homie went ghost over half a key. Now the silence talk louder than his family tree. Blow so pure, it made a killer weak. One snort, now we praying in his sleep. Cops in the rear view, truth in my lap. What's life but a gamble with a ratchet clap? Bricks don't lie, but they never speak. Hold one long enough, your soul get weak. Hard on freeze, eyes on the blinds. Trust is a luxury, death can't sign. Weighed every gram like it owed me time. Still lost friends with a scale that lied. Dice hit the floor, same as the fate. You either eat or get etched in steak plates. Tears in the hallway, blood in the sink. Bricks ain't honest, they just don't blink. Silence in the trap mean too much truth. Every step feel like I'm missing my youth. So I speak to the walls when the night get tense. Telling lies to the dope just to make it make sense. Bricks don't lie, but they never speak. Hold one long enough, your soul get weak.
They prayed above, but we sinned below. Kept the devil quiet where the roots don't grow.
breaking floorboards over sermons unsaid. Blood in the basement, silence overhead. My uncle stashed a 38 next to grandma's psalm. Said even Judas kissed cheeks before he did harm. The tiles knew secrets, the walls ain't forgot. You could hear ghosts talk when the pipes got hot. I sold grams in shadows, prayed in the gloom with a paint peeled back like a wound. A child's cry muffled by grown man's schemes, with a fridge buzz louder than broken dreams. A rosary buried behind drywall cracks, and a ledger of sins in the crawl space back. I wrote verses on receipts, hid them under the stairs. Heard the gospel echoing when gunmetal prayers. If you step light, you can still hear the past, like vinyl pops trapped in the floorboards gasping.
Sermons beneath the floorboards, child, where truth is buried and pain runs wild. We sang to the silence, held hands with the lies, and made peace with the ghosts that never said goodbye.
That rug in the hallway cover more than dust. It's where Pop dropped tears for the feds broke trust. I found a lockbox once filled with sins and coin. Ties from the block rolled in joint after joint. Every creak in the wood got a rhythm of guilt, like a choir sang slow while the liquor was spilled. Mom cooked prayers and gravy, fed them with rice, while the chopped 10 pieces with a blade made of ice. You ain't lived till you heard church songs and crime. I felt holy water sting when you crossed the line. That mirror near the cellar caught my face at 15. Said, boy, your halo got cracks and leans. Still I walk light, like the boards knew my weight, and every sin I made echoed late.
There's sermons beneath the floorboards, child, where truth is buried and pain runs wild. We sang to the silence, held hands with the lies, and made peace with the ghosts that never said goodbye.
The bells rang loud for the living and the dead, while the streets turned red where the angels once tread.
I heard the sermon through the sirens, clash of the steel with communion cups got swapped with stainless steel. My man died in his suit fresh from Sunday mass, had a Glock in his coat, Bible tucked with the cash. Pastor say turn cheek, but we spin blocks instead. Lay hands on the wick, but it's lead we spread. In the choir loft, I saw my sins take shape. Every hymn was a whisper from a narrow escape. Shells in the aisle, rose petals and blood. Mama crying while the choir drowned in thud. Church on Lennox got bullet holes in the glass, and a stained glass Jesus with a bandana mask. We hustling pews, speaking coded amen. Confess to the Glock before we do it again. In the shadow of the steeple, young saints fell where the Lord's name echoed through spent shell smells.
Church bells ringing over shells on the floor, where the choir once sang. Now the devil keeps score. Smoke in the sky as we sin with our hands and prayed with our eyes.
Graveyard shift, but my suit stayed pressed. Still read songs before I loaded the vest. Heard preachers talk a peace like a broken spell, but the peace I knew clicked and expelled. In the confessional booth, I left fragment of soul and came out the side door, pockets on swole. My boy caught a case with a rosary in hand, said I did what I had to, God'll understand. Funeral home still smell of incense and fear, with a coffin just a mirror for the man in the rear. We pour liquor in the font, baptize our hurt, then walk out the nave and stomp blood in the dirt. Streets a cathedral, every Glock got gospel, in the choir wear hoodies over hearts hostile. Heaven got a gate, but it's locked from the side, so we pray in the crossfire, hope not to die.
Church bells ringing over shells on the floor, where the choir once sang. Now the devil keeps score. God watch silent from the smoke in the sky as we sinned with our hands and prayed with our eyes.
Let the bells toll slow for the ones who ain't returned. Some prayers go up, but the world still burns.
They slice the truth in behind the glass, where secrets age slow and the wrong questions don't last.
Fast, grimy on ride. 3 wise guys in line, talking low, leaning close like it's organized crime. Deli man, no names, but never asks why. Just slices the silence while the cold cuts live. Fat Tony by the pickle jar telling half fables. Joey disappeared, now his wife set tables. Mortadella stories with ricotta regrets. And the 9 under the apron if it ever get pressed. Bullet wounds tucked in Hawaiian shirts. They order turkey breast while discussing dirt. Nas by the counter, scribbling life in a napkin. Everything they say sound like fake, just laughing.
Oh, down at the deli line, they cut more than meat with them hands of time. Bless the butcher, the bread and the cold, where secrets rot cold and never get old.
Old man Sal got a scar and a smirk. He knew who dropped Louis when the Benz went berserk. Tells it like folklore with mustard and grief. Wipes the blade clean on a handkerchief. Behind the cheese rack is a photo of saints, but even saints can vanish when a slice of paints. They talk in sandwich metaphors. Too much beef will get you buried where the ham don't snore. I seen a kid bag chips, but he clocking the codes, trying to rise through breadcrumbs and whispered oaths. This deli a chapel, communion and meat, and revenge gets served cold behind eye roll.
Down at the deli line, they cut more than meat with them hands of time. Bless the butcher, the bread and the cold, where secrets rock cold and never get old.
They speak like priests, but sin like dons. Call it lunch, but it's war in a Parmesan song. The counter's a pulpit, the slice is a blade, and the receipt's a record of the deals they made. I wrote my first bars near the pickle tray. Overheard my first hit, plotted on a lunch break. No champagne toast, just hot roast beef, and a life worth less than a mustard leaf. Primo flipped the soul chop, dirt in the groove, while I rap from the deli where the ghosts still move. The same fiction as folklore with pepper on top, with murder and mayo share the same shop.
Oh, down at the deli line, they cut more than meat with them hands of time. Bless the butcher, the bread and the cold, where secrets rot cold and never get old.
The pen don't lie, only the hand that fears the page. Truth ain't loud, it hums quiet as a cage.
Hand stitch scriptures on linen paper. Ink bleeds truth like a midnight taper. Scribbles and margins, secrets from sages. Drew halos round words in these wisdom cages. No crown, just the hood and a chipped tooth. Still spit parables smoother than silk proof. Call it a song, but it's just a sigh from a man who watches the stars ask why. No riches, no fame, no velvet ropes. Just worn notebooks and invisible hopes. Feelings flicker like candles in back rooms, and I write them down till they bloom in the monsoons.
These are my handwritten songs, ink stained tears in the quietest calm. Pages fold where the soul belongs. I breathe in pain, I breathe out songs.
12 bars carved in mahogany hearts. Each beat a cathedral where silence starts. Callous hands from the weight of the past. Still I turn pain into poems that last. Ain't no prophet in a polished lie, just prophets who whisper and testify. This ain't rap, it's a barefoot hymn, written in the dust when the light grows dim. For every uncle who spoke in metaphor, and every auntie who danced through a closing door, I rhyme to remember, not to perform, and write like thunder hiding in a quiet storm.
These are my handwritten songs, ink stained tears in the quietest calm. Pages fold where the soul belongs. I breathe in pain, I breathe out songs.
Life ain't a straight line, it's patches, stitches, memory scraps, Every scar's a thread in the quilt on your back.
My story sewn in corduroy and cotton tears, scraps of silence stitched from forgotten years. A patch of grief, a square of pride. That time auntie wept but never cried. Each corner folded like tucked in fears, but I wear them like armor through the folding years. Mama's Sunday hymns and corded seams, Papa's hard hands and broken dreams. It ain't always pretty, but it keeps me warm through heartbreak, rain, and identity storms. This quilt ain't a metaphor, it's a skin I wrap around my soul when the cold creeps in.
Piece by piece, we hold ourselves tight, threaded by love, sewn back with light. Memories fray, but we still don't will. We live, we love inside the quilt.
Wore my grandma's laughter like a linen hood, passed down with a prayer and a splinter of wood. That quilt ain't just fabric, it's proof of time, woven in silence, soaked in rhyme. Uncle stitched jazz in the border's edge, cousin tied knots near the preacher's ledge. Each patch got a secret, each thread a vow. What don't get spoken still gets passed down. Stained with ink from my younger days, notes from the soul, not a chart of phrase. Truth ain't tailored, it unravels slow, but you learn where it fits as your stitches grow.
Piece by piece, we hold ourselves tight, threaded by love, sewn back with light. Memories fray, but we still don't will. We live, we love inside the quilt.
You can dodge questions, rewrite stories, but when you stand alone, the mirror knows all your glories and your ghosts.
Ain't no filter when I'm facing the glass, just me, my breath and a version that passed. Reflections ain't flattered, they cut like knives, holding court in the silence where the real survives. See my flaws like stains on a choir robe, truth peeled back every mask I wove. I used to spit fire just to prove my flame, now I stare in the mirror trying to learn my name. The light hits different when it ain't for show, when the eyes blink slow when the past says hello. No crowd to applaud, no room to pretend, just a man in his shadow trying to make amends.
Mirrors don't lie, they just wait for the quiet, showing you truth when you stop the riot. No applause, no disguise, it's just soul in glass, no compromise.
Cold chrome surface caught my slow decay, all preserved in the mirror's ballet. So I scribbled my flaws to the glass, turned ink, made peace with the man too scared to blink.
Mirrors don't lie, they just wait for the quiet, showing you truth when you stop the riot. No applause, no disguise, just your soul in glass, no compromise.
Oh! Been caught, bend down slow, teach you right. Laces tight for the steps of life. Right. Knee on the carpet, tiny shoe in hand. My son looking up like he don't understand. Looping through, make a bunny ear. But I ain't just teaching, I'm drawing him near. These laces long like the road ahead. I tighten them slow so he treads with stead. Patience in the knot, love in the bow. Every tug I make is a seed I sow. Used to tie mine with a rush and dip. Now I pause, breathe deep with each little grip. He don't know yet, but this is the word. A sermon with no pulpit, just actions heard. Shoelace sermon, slow and kind. Wisdom whispered down the line. Not in books or loud debates, but in how a father calibrates. Double knot lessons on a Tuesday morn. Teacher balance before the storm. He asked why 2 loops, I say so it stay. And that's life, little man, keep things that way. You hold what's good, then you pull with grace. Keep your feet firm, but give space. This ain't just laces, it's legacy tied. The kind that don't snap when the world gets wide. I don't preach, I prepare, slow and true. With a cloth in my pocket and one worn shoe. And when he runs, may he feel that thread of all I gave and the bows I spread.
Shoelace sermons low and kind, wisdom whispered down the line. Not in books or loud debates, but in how a father calibrates.
Some sermons ain't said, they're tied, they're fucking.
Wash me down with quiet light, soap and solace make me right.
Water run warm, dirt slide off slow, but it ain't just the grind that I let go. I scrubbed yesterday from under my nails, each lather like a truth that gently prevails. Mama used to hum while she cleaned the sink, now I hum the same when I need to think. I scrubbed yesterday from under my nails, each lather like a truth that gently prevails. Mama used to hum while she cleaned the sink, now I hum the same when I need to think. It ain't just soap, it's a sacred pause where the day resets without applause. Forgiveness foamed up in the lavender scent, rinse down shame, let compassion vent. Some folks chase clarity on mountaintops, me I find mine in the faucet drops.
Soap and solace wash me free. Let the water know what I used to be. Clean my hands, clean my view. Leave behind what ain't true.
Bar by the tub, towel hanging loose, steam on the glass like a holy truce. Ain't no sermon, just suds and breath. Still feel sacred like I outran death. Taught myself grace with a cotton cloth, wrung it out slow, wiped every loss. Some days I scrub till the doubts fall clean like stains of the past in a deeper sheen. This ain't about dirt, it's the weight I drop. This water don't judge, just tells me to stop and start again. Each rinse a vow to be softer tomorrow than I was just now.
Soap and solace wash me free. Let the water know what I used to be. Clean my hands, clean my view. Leave behind what ain't true.
Sometimes scrapping me those clothes with the sunrise. Sometimes you gotta be your own lamb in the bar.
Walking blind through thoughts thick as smoke. Every breath a riddle, every truth a cloak. Got doubts like wolves steady creeping in packs, while I try to light matches on memories' backs. The mask ain't for show, it's to see through lies. In a world where even mirrors wear disguise. Moss on the path, mud on the tongue, but I still spit gold from a soul unsung. No map, no signs, just instinct and flame, and the scribbled affirmations that whisper my name. Fog don't lift when you beg it to move. You just learn to dance in a dim fine groove.
I carry my light when the road goes dark. A flicker of truth in a world so stark. No one to guide me, no righteous star. Just me and my lantern in the fall.
The fog rolls in like brief on mute, fit with what ifs. truth in dispute. My shadow walks slower when fears awake, so I hold my flame steady for my own sake. Can't borrow vision, can't rent resolve. Gotta earn every answer the dusk involves. These hills no secrets the sun don't see, so I trust in the silence that walks with me. Each step is a vow, each pause a prayer, and the dark ain't cruel, it's just unaware. So I write my name in the breath of mist, a poet with a lamp and a half-clenched fist.
I carry my light when the road goes dark, a flicker of truth in a world so stark. No one to guide me, no righteous star, just me and my lantern in the fog. No compass but calm, no stars in the sky. Still I want more weight, that's why. Some memories ain't memories, they just as dust, we remember how to breathe.
Lucid dust on the bookshelf float, rewind dreams in a corduroy coat. No map to the mind, just scent and sound, like citrus in June or the rain on brown. I saw a ghost in a shoebox grin, old cassette tapes where the truth begins. Every lyric was a window left cracked, and every thought was a color that faded to black. Now I write in fog, no lines to trace, just echoes of a younger me stuck in space. Thoughts like smoke can't clutch or keep, but it lingers on jackets and talks and sleep.
Drifting through the lucid dust, where memory sleeps and time's unjust. Close your eyes, let the silence rest. We're made of dreams and forgotten trust.
Got chalk in my lungs from erased old days, left fingerprints in forgotten hallways. Sometimes I breathe and it tastes like past, like graphite sketches that didn't quite last. There's truth in the blur, in the bend, in the fade, in the attic of the mind where the real gets made. Photos peeled at the edge still hold heat, like vinyl left near the window seat. I chase shadows not for answers but scent, to relive a second I never quite spent. No need to rewind or fast forward to trust, everything I need's in the lucid dust.
Drifting through the lucid dust, where memories sleep. Close your eyes, let the silence rust. We're made of dreams and forgotten trust.
What we forget ain't gone, just waits beneath the song.
I ain't learned from lectures. I learned from the way my uncle tied his shoes. Tight, quiet, like to trip you any second.
I was baptized in basements, no pews in sight. Tribulate sermons in the flicker of a late light chalk. All assured to start, two crackles in the grand. The grass keep the corks when the tackle stay paused. Ban of thought lessons, my hound traded the tracks before getting starts. My amazing that cactus, 100 grease, my vegan and bean. Pot of blame, better lax, business combat. Godjack head, business bronze, and my top veins on, and you sing back there. Call COPPA.G, dash for no games, you lot money's phone cheeks for the pay that. Spawn but they, there must have been. The green no team, the macho when I fresh. My doors, it's got more in the sheets of your election.
Masons and lace in the creases that never go away. No walls, no rings, just wisdom and genes. These are the sermons from everyday scenes.
Old soul with a gum stuck soul, learn more from a shoelace than an honor roll scroll. Gramps tied his kicks with a crooked grin, says son, the world ain't fair, start within. He ain't writing no books, but he spoken steps with scuffed up rhythm and unpaid debts. The tongue of his boots held more than style, held pain, held peace, held walking miles. No cathedral glass, just a screen door creak. where truth got whispered 7 days a week. So I lay slow, like a man with scars, or the ace far, each night for the star.
Lessons in the laces, stories in the fold, truth in the creases that never got take. No robes, no rings, just wisdom and genes. These are the sermons from everyday seeds.
Not all teachers wear ties. Some just walk steady and tie their shoes tight.
Silence ain't empty, it's a canvas. And in every feeling you name is just a brush stroke waiting.
I paint the silence with charcoal tones, with memories that echo like dial tones. A muted truth sits beneath the hum, where the words don't reach but the colors come. A brush in my chest, bullet in my breath. I color grief soft and I sketch out death. Joy drips slow from the edge of thought, and stillness reveals what the noise forgot. I seen pain with a halo and love in disguise. Felt hope bloom quiet beneath shut eyes. No applause, no beat, just a hush I trust, when my pen dips deep in the honest dust.
I paint the silence in shades unseen, with strokes of sorrow and bursts of green, where words fall short and echoes bend. I find my voice with no need to pretend.
Mask off in a room with no sound, just thoughts pirouetting in loops unbound. I trace peace in the corners of dusk, in the hush of a page, in the breath of trust. A canvas ain't loud, it listens back, and every blank space fills with language lacks. I ain't got a rhyme to be heard tonight, just scribble in the dark with a flick of light. No need for beats when the stillness thumps. Paint drips rhythm through emotional lumps. So I sit with the silence, paint it slow, make meaning move where words won't go.
I paint the silence in shades unseen, with strokes of sorrow and bursts of green, where words fall short and echoes bend. I find my voice with no need to pretend.
When I had no words left, the silence gave me color, and I made peace with what I couldn't utter.
I ain't come from riches, I came from cruel, seeing sleeves cracked, jackets torn, base white warm.
I was born between needle drops and dusty shells, where Donnie cried truth and Curtis healed selves. No lullabies, just vinyl rotation, 45 spinning like deep meditation. Pops ain't preach, he just let records play, and I learned more from Marvin in my 5th grade day. Sly taught rebellion, Aretha gave grace, Coltrane whispered secrets to my baby face. These stacks weren't just wax, they were blood and bond, a soundscape sanctuary where the soul responds. So every bar I spit got that needle hiss, like the ghost of a saxophone kiss. I'm the son of a record stack, raised on rhythm, dressed in wax. Truth in the grooves, peace in the track. Every scratch taught me how to come back. My uncle had crates like a high-rise tail, every side beat like a breadcrumb trail. Jazz in the hallway, soul in the fridge, beats in the basement beneath the bridge. I slept on pillows made of sleeve notes and bass, learned to loop time without leaving the place. Shot my first rhyme over Nina's cry, masked my pain under Bill Withers' sky. Didn't need school, had Isaac Hayes and Gil Scott-Heron taught me phrase by phrase. Now I sample the past with a mindful touch, every drum breaks a lesson, every scratch a hush. I'm the son of a record stack, raised on rhythm, dressed in wax. Truth in the grooves, peace in the track. Every scratch taught me how to come back.
like this no more. Ink don't fade, it just settles into the soul.
Found a box in the attic with your cursive lean. Smelled like jasmine and kerosene. Letters tied with ribbon and quiet ache. Each page a ghost, I was scared to wake. You wrote of hope, of hurt, a spring, of how life moved like a violin string. And I felt you between every line you crossed. The pause is more honest than the words you lost. You never said goodbye, just see you then. Signed with a heart and a fountain pen. Now I read you slow like a sacred hymn, with time on the paper and tears at the brim.
Faded letters still hold fire, burning gentle with quiet desire. Words may fade but they don't forget. Love lives long in the lines we've met.
Sepia stains on a folded truth, written by candlelight and olden youth. No email, no text, just ink and breath. Each syllable slow, like steps near death. I held your thoughts like a photograph bleeds. Margins curled up like autumn leaves. Some words cracked from the weight of time, but your silence still rhymed better than mine. Every smudge, every tear-shaped dot felt like a sentence the world forgot. I ain't right back, but I memorized pain. Now your voice lives in this ballpoint rain.
Before you forget, let the river speak. The water remembers what the silence keeps.
The water don't talk, but it knows your name. Reflects your truth with no need for fame. I walk by creeks where my father stood, skipping stones of regret through misunderstood. Each ripple a memory, a time-stamped tear, stretching in silence through yesteryear. Rain hit the roof like an old drum line, playing secrets he never told in time. I see myself in puddles of tidal dreams, with thoughts unfold in the in-between. No preacher, no choir, no stained glass cries, just waves that hum lullabies to the skies.
The water remembers even when we don't. Carries the weight that the body won't. It sings in hush, it moves in grace, holds every name we try to erase.
Drip, drop scripture, baptized thought, tales in the tide from the pain I fought. Rain hit the mask, ran slow down a cheek. Each drop a voice too tired to speak. Stream flow smoother than vinyl fade. Wrote lines by rivers when my past was laid. A whisper in the current from a lover gone. The flood never lied, it just moved on. Water got no walls, no time, no shape, but it echoes regrets we can't escape. I stood by the edge with a verse half said, and the water hummed back what I left for dead.
The water remembers even when we don't. Carries the weight that the body won't. It sings in hush, it moves in grace, holds every name we try to erase. Close your eyes, can you feel it home? Stillness ain't empty, it's where truth comes from.
I used to fear the quiet, thought it meant I was lost, but silence taught lessons the noise couldn't emboss. Stillness ain't dead, it breathes slow and deep. It's the moment between when you sow and reap. Like grandma's pause before she speaks your name, or the breath you hold before shifting blame. I sat in the dark, no beat, no pen, and found whole verses waiting within. Not every bar gotta come with a bang. Some truths just hang like a choir sang. In that hush, I heard my past unfold. Softest sound, but the loudest told.
Stillness ain't empty, it's where I begin. A chamber of echoes beneath my skin. No need to shout when the soul can sing. In the quiet I find everything.
I meditate in the crack of dawn's yawn, where thoughts creep slow like a shoeless pawn. Still ain't still if your mind don't rest, so I taught my shadows how to undress. Ain't afraid of the mute, that's where I write blueprints for peace with no need for light. No claps, no crowds, just a pulse and now the breath of a monk in a cornered vow. Stillness ain't absence, it's presence, reversed. A verse with no words, a blessing unversed. Even the mask got moments it lays to hear what the wind in the silence says.
Stillness ain't empty, it's where I begin. A chamber of echoes beneath my skin. No need to shout when the soul can sing. In the quiet I find everything. Speak what you need, even if it shakes. The mirror don't judge, it listens then breathes.
Look dead in the glass, saw fear blink first, so I whispered a prayer, unrehearsed. Said, I am not my wounds, I'm the breath between. I ain't what I've lost, I'm the grace unseen. Repeat it slow like a tide in my chest, a mantra I mouth when I can't find rest. I am not the silence I swallowed whole, I'm the voice that returned when I lost control. 1,000 cracks in the glass, still I stare, each one like a path through the fractured air. Don't need a preacher, just eye contact with the soul in the mirror that's fighting back.
Mirror, mirror, don't lie to me. Say what I need, not what I see. I speak my name till it feels like mine. A mantra in the glass outside of time.
Daily dose of reflection, mask to mask, while I question my purpose, flash to flash. Ain't no vanity in the glance I give, it's survival, reminding myself to live. I in the quiet before the scream, the ink in the in-between of dream. Mantra murmured in morse and smoke, in the mirror fog by the words I choke. I trace letters in steam with a hopeful hand, writing my worth where the ghosts still stand. Truth don't rhyme, but it resonates clean when you chant to the glass and it answers unseen.
Mirror, mirror, don't lie to me. Say what I need, not what I see. I speak my name till it feels like mine. A mantra in the glass outside of time. Sometimes the echo is all that believes you. Don't go home, but what if you're made of windows?